Starting. Cool beans. So, this call, as y'all know, is just for sales and negotiations. Nothing too crazy, but it is also one of my favorite topics to talk about because I love sales and negotiations. Um, so, to give y'all a quick wrap around what I teach, I do not teach spin selling. I do not teach consultative selling. I do not teach the ABCs of closing. Um, I don't teach any of that because I'm not a big fan of it. And two, I think it's very, not shady, but I think it's just kind of slimy. Not a big fan. Um, so yeah, so there's that. Like everything I will be teaching you guys is it's not manipulative or anything like that. It doesn't fall on those lines. It's very genuine. It's very authentic. Um, yeah, very genuine, very authentic, and it's just a very skillful conversation at the end of the day. But the whole point of it is to make it yours, right? So that's the whole idea behind it. So that way it comes more naturally. So it's nothing too crazy. So today I wanted to focus on the first 7 seconds of a phone call because you got 7 seconds to make a really good impacting impression with a seller or with a client or with a prospect. And that 7 seconds is going to dictate a lot of the other, I guess, a lot of the rest of the other, or a lot of the rest. I can't even word it. It's going to dictate a lot of the call. So your first 7 seconds to make a really lasting impression is really really vital and very key. So typically, actually, I'm just going to ask you, Daniel. We're going to do some role play, man. I'm calling you out, bro. I'm sorry. But give
Go.
me a. You're calling me. I'm your prospect. Give me a call.
Okay. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going? How you doing today?
Um, I mean, I'm ready.
I already scared you away. You're already scam.
Yeah, dude. Right. So you already know, like you already know, right? So 100%, bro.
Yeah.
So
You want to
so
start off with like, well, I usually just call and just like, it's like, hey, is this Ralph or
let's do.
something like just something real quick,
Let's,
you know?
yeah, let's do it like a regular call, man.
Okay.
Ready? All right, go for it.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going? Is this Ralph?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Who's this?
Hey, man, how's it going? My name is Daniel. I'm calling about a property you have listed here on Zillow, 123 Main Street.
Okay. What about it?
Yeah, is it still up for sale?
It's listed, isn't it?
You got me there. You got me there.
Sweet, man. So again, first 7 seconds, right?
Right.
So when you're on feedback for you, bro, when you're making these calls, slow down.
Hmm.
Go way down. Okay. There's a lot of different things that you need to look at and pay attention to and keep in mind when you're doing your sales and in your negotiations. One is tonality, big player. Tonality is really important. Verbal pacing, how fast you're talking is very important. If you're just spitting everything out, it's just word vomit, right?
Hmm.
So um, especially right in the very beginning of a conversation, you don't want to come in speaking super fast, right? So you want to slow it down because at the end of the day, how do you talk to your mom on the phone, or how do you talk to your siblings on the phone, or your
Just like
best
a
friend?
normal conversation.
Just
Yeah.
chill, right? It's the same.
Hmm.
It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. So that's the approach we want to take. So super. So slow down, big time. Secondly, do not ask, or actually stop asking, "How's your day going?" Do you know why?
Because it's you don't know them, right? So I can kind of sense that like you don't care about my day. If I was,
100%. You just like 100%. You hit the
you
nail
don't
on the
even
head.
know me. How do you care? What do you care about my
Yeah,
day? Yeah.
100%. You hit the nail on the head, bro. So anytime, like typically, think about it. When you're getting cold call and somebody asks you, "How's your day going?" Do you really think they care?
Right.
No,
They
right?
don't.
And but as a natural reaction, you're going to ask them. You're going to say, "Oh, okay. Oh, it's going good. How's yours?" But do you care? No. You're doing it out of one, out of habit, and it's a pattern. But two, well, that's really it. It's just habit and a pattern. That's why you're just doing it. But You don't want to ask that question, how's your day going, right off the bat, because it's actually very disgenuine.
Mm-hmm.
I think you would have to be a bit of a sociopath to actually like really be genuine when you're asking that question right off the bat for everybody you call cold call.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, so nothing wrong with being a sociopath. Well, I guess there's a little bit, but
Just a
but
little bit.
yes. So refrain away from asking how their day is going. Okay. So now it's like, Darian, how the hell do I start a call or get into a call if I can't ask how their day is going? How do I break the ice, right? How do I get in my foot in the door into that conversation?
Now, this is for when you're calling a seller or an agent, because I
Oh,
mean, it's going to be a little bit of a difference on both, right? Obviously.
it'll be the same. So where it differs at is the lead type. But
Mm-hmm.
if it's a cold call, it's always going to be the same. Doesn't matter who you're talking to. Doesn't matter if it's the agent. Doesn't matter if it's the seller. How you or start that conversation is just going to be roughly the same. So, for example, in this case, you ready?
Yeah.
Remember, you got 7 seconds, and the whole objective is to interrupt the pattern that they are used to. So, hey, so and so, or so they answer, they pick up, right? Hey, is this so and so? Yeah, hey, so and so, this is so and so XYZ company. The reason for the call today is blah, 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 right? That's what they're used to. That's the pitch that they get from all these other wholesalers, all these other investors, all these other telemarketers. That is the pitch,
Right.
right? So subconsciously, anytime we hear that, we already know, hey, this is another salesperson trying to sell me something, right? So automatically, just by doing our introduction that way, you are going to create a lot more sales resistance up front, and you're instantly going to allow, or not allow, but you're instantly making that prospect put their guard up. And when somebody puts their guard up, what's it hard to do? It's hard to bring it down, right? So when we get these calls, and when we make these calls, we don't want to create a lot of these, or we don't want to create a lot of the sales resistance that we typically run into, or that most salesmen typically run into, especially in wholesaling. So the way to do that is something like this: ring ring. Oh, I think you're muted, bro. You're muted, bro.
I got you. Hello?
All right,
All right.
let's,
Go ahead.
who we're doing? Which way we're going?
Go ahead. I was just helping him out till he got unmuted.
Okay, here we go. You ready? Ring ring.
Hello.
Yeah. Hey, is this Daniel by chance?
Yeah, this is him. Who's this?
Yeah. Hey, Daniel. My name's Darian. I was hoping you could help me out just for a quick second.
Okay.
So I'm not too sure you can just yet, but I'm actually a local investor here in the DFW area, and I just came across your listing for this property, and just wanted to give you a ring because I had some questions, I guess, around it, and kind of have a better understanding as to what's going on with it. Is now a bad time for you?
Oh, sure. Ask away.
Cool. You see the difference?
Yeah. So that felt to me like off the bat, like all right, it's not one of the other million calls that I'm getting where people are just bullshitting, right? Like it's just getting straight to the point of like you're taking the time to you sound more genuine, basically. That's
Yeah.
what
100%.
I got out of that.
Let me see here. And 100%, man. So it's like it's when you do that, there's a lot of different things that happen, right? Like one, you're not creating a lot of sales resistance up front because you're interrupting a pattern that they're used to, right? And two, when you sound confused like that, like when you sound, when you sound confused on a call and you're asking them to help you, what are they more inclined to say? Like, yeah, like, how can I help you? Or what can I do for you? Right. Well, I'm not too sure you can just yet. So what does that do? That takes the pressure off of them, right? So it's not, hey, I'm expecting you to help me since you told me you could help me. Well, I'm not too sure you can just yet. Take the pressure off. So that's really, really important. And then also, it allows you to get into the meat and potatoes of what the hell you're calling about. But instead of saying, hey, the reason for the call today is X, Y, Z, right? Well, I'm not too sure you can just yet. But I want to give you a ring because, or in regards to X, Y, Z, right? So you're interrupting the pattern in the first 7 seconds. You sound confused, which is basically not inquiring, but it's making them kind of want to wonder, or makes them curious as to what it is that you need, right? And in doing so, you're not creating any guard, no guards being thrown up. So you're using not natural, but neutral languaging that keeps their guard down, right? And that's going to help you later on in the phone call as well. So when you call somebody in that way, they're not going to feel, one, they're not going to feel pressured. Two, they're not going to feel like you're every other salesman that's calling them, or every other wholesaler that's calling them, or every other investor calling them. And three, they're not going to immediately throw you like rejections right then and there. Sometimes they will, but I would say the percentage of you running into an objection at the first beginning of that phone call is a lot lower. It's a lot lower. And I know that for a fact. I know for a fact because here's why. I connected with this guy named Frank. Frank cold calls, not for sale by owner. He cold calls foreclosure leads. And so when we did our first role play and I was the prospect, he went straight to the jugular, brought up the foreclosure, like right then and there, like, whoa, bro, that's a very sensitive topic. Like, hey, I know you're in foreclosure. Are you looking to sell that property? Like it's immediate sales resistance. It's like, no, dude, go kick rocks, piss off, don't talk to me. It's a very sensitive subject, right? Mm-hmm. You can't dive into a subject like that right off the gate, right off the bat. So, the exact intro that we just did is the exact intro that I did with him. And he started implementing it. He texted me a couple of days later and he's like, hey, bro, I've been doing what you said and it is a night and day difference. It's like, let's go, dude. Let's freaking go, bro. So he's actually having more quality conversations with that introduction because you're not running into and you're not creating the sales resistance up front and you're breaking a pattern that they are used to. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely.
Sweet. So now the goal is for y'all to do it, right? So I'll do it again. We'll do it one more time. And then I want you guys to start doing it and repeating it back. Okay. So everybody's going to be participating on this. Y'all ready?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay, cool. Let's do it. So again, verbal pacing, slow down. Okay. Tonality, sound a little confused. Verbal cues, okay, yeah. Those are cues. Those are natural cues. This is, yeah, hey, is this so-and-so? Yeah, it's just X, Y, Z. I was just hoping you could help me out for a split second, right? So your tonality, your volume is a little bit low. You sound confused. You're using verbal cues, and you're speaking on a little bit of a slower level. Okay, so that's the whole point of this. So let's do it again. Ready? Ring, ring.
Yeah, and we just do anything. I'm just gonna do like I'm calling an agent. So I'm just looking at his listing just in case. Okay. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Yeah, hey, is this Darian?
It is. Who's this?
Hey, Darian, this is Daniel. I'm calling about a listing I'm looking at here on Zillow. The reason for my call is because I have a few questions about the listing. I'm a little confused on some of the information that I'm seeing, and I'm just trying to see if you might be able to help me. Maybe you can.
Okay, so that's a whole lot better than the first time. I will tell you that. That's a lot better. So it's I would take part of your conversation and structure it differently. So what I mean is your introduction, I would structure that a little bit differently, and then the tail end of that intro, the tail end of that, yeah, of that intro, I would put that kind of dead smack in the middle, right? So the reason for the call today, except I wouldn't say the reason for the call today because that's what
Okay.
everybody says, right? Everybody says it. So in this case, it was be something more along the lines of, I guess I just wanted to give you a quick ring regarding blank, right? And then also how you set that call up in the first, like, I guess 3 sentences is really important. So here we go. You ready? I'm gonna call you. Ring ring.
Hello.
Hey, is this Daniel by chance?
Yeah, this is him.
Hey Daniel. It's just Darian. I was kind of hoping you could possibly help me out for just a quick sec.
Yeah. Who is this again? Darian?
Yeah, it's just Darian, Darian Blake, and I'm not too sure you could just help me out just yet, but I was just giving you a ring for blank, right? So, hey, is this Daniel? Yeah. Hey Daniel, my name is the before your name is actually important because you want to sound like you don't even know who you are. Like you want to sound confused. My name is right? Um that's bothering me. Yeah, my name is Darian, and I was kind of hoping you could help me out just for like a quick sec and pause. Like, yeah, how can I help you? Or, what do you got or what's up? Well, I'm not too sure you can just yet. Um, but I was giving you a ring in regards to this, or I'm not too sure you can just yet, but I wanted to give you a ring because I had, just a few questions around this, or I had a few questions about this, right? Does that make sense? Okay, sweet. Let's do it one more time.
Ring ring.
Hello?
Yeah, hey, is this Darian?
Yeah, it is.
Hey Darian, this is Daniel. I'm calling in regards to a property you have here on Zillow.
Pause. I'm calling in regards to a property. Let's save that for the tail end of the
Okay.
conversation. Okay. You did great for, hey, is this Darian? This is Daniel.
So don't mention property at all at the beginning, just
Exactly. Um, this is Daniel. I was wondering if you could help me out for just a quick sec. Right. That phrase, I was wondering if you could help me out just for a quick sec. Yeah, sure. How can I help you out? Well, I'm not too sure you can just yet, but I was giving you a ring in regards to the property blank. You see how you take that portion, put it on the tail end, and you ask them if they can help you out? And they're like, yeah, possibly. How can I help you out? Well, I'm not too sure you can just yet. Takes pressure off them, right? So, and if you want to make it fancy, you could do, well, I was hoping you could, possibly help me out for just a quick sec. Or I was wondering if you could possibly help me out. Yeah, sure. What can I do for you? Well, I'm not too sure you can just yet. Right? Boom. Okay, let's do it again. You're getting there.
okay. Ring ring.
Hello?
Hey, is this Darian?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Hey, Darian. My name is Daniel, and I'm giving you a ring because I wanted to see if you could possibly help me out.
Sure. Yeah, I guess, what do you need help with?
So I'm not sure if you are able to help me out with this or not, but calling in regards to your listing, is there any rental restrictions in that area?
Cool. That's a whole lot better. That's a lot better. So you slow down, you completely slow down. You sounded confused at the beginning. Um, You asked for help. You went ahead and let them know, like, I'm not too sure you can just help me out. But, the reason I was giving you a ring is because I had questions about the rental restrictions regarding the property that you have listed. Killer. Yeah.
I gotta get used to slowing down because I'm more like just go.
Gotta slow down. Verbal pacing is very important. So, other than that, dude, that's a hell of a lot better than the first call we had. How do you feel about it?
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Savannah, Mariela, Dre, what do y'all think? How was that in comparison?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe you
It's
nailed it.
slower.
Sweet. Dre, what were you gonna say, brother?
Yeah, he killed it. He nailed it.
Sweet.
Sounds
All
great.
right. Okay. Who wants to go ahead?
I take a different approach. As far as, like you said, the first two sentences, I invoke yeses with the questions that I ask, so that it disarms them that way with the pattern interrupt method. So, but that's real smooth. I like how that goes. I like that method as well.
Sweet. Killer. How do you do it? Just out of curiosity.
When invoking the yeses, I come on, like you said, confused. So we can go through it. Uh, ring, ring, ring.
Hello?
Uh, I'm not sure if you can help me. Do you still own? Are you the owner of the property at 123 Main Street?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Who is this?
My name is Dre, and what I was calling for was to see if anybody in that area is aware of the rental activity in that area.
I have no idea. Yeah, I have no idea.
Okay. The reason why I was calling was I saw a listing. Uh, I see a listing in front of me, and it says that you're the owner of 123 Main Street. And is that correct?
Yeah, I own the property.
Okay. And then from there is when I start asking, going through the rigmarole of trying to establish myself and tell them who I am and all of that. But if I can get a couple of yeses to disarm them in the beginning, that's not my complete role, but I was just, paraphrasing for right now. But dude, I'm so entrenched in this deal right here. The dude sent over everything that you said, so I was kind of surprised that he was gonna get back at me so fast.
No, it's good, man. For a deal that big, I would hope so. So
Yeah, he sent back the T12 and all of that. So I was kind of looking over it, so it was kind of throwing me off. I'm looking at that like, oh, this dude is for real, for real.
love it. All right. Let's keep going. Savannah, you ready?
Yeah. Oh, my bad.
Okay. I don't like doing this. Okay. It's so weird because I kind of have my own little groove, and I don't do it like that.
Well, let's see. Let's see how you got it.
And I only talk to agents, so. Okay. Ring, ring.
Hello?
Hey, Darian. This is Savannah. Do you think you can take a second to help me real quick?
I'm actually a little bit tied up at the moment. Is it all right if I give you a call back?
It won't take but a second. I was just wondering if you can help me and tell me if 123 Main Street is still available.
Yeah, it is, but again, like I'm actually really pretty tied up. Is it all right if I give you a call back in like an hour or so?
Oh gosh, I'm gonna be busy at that time. Hmm. Well, are you able to text?
Yeah, text me anything you got.
Okay, and I'll text you at this number?
Yep, totally.
Perfect. All right, I'm gonna send you a text real quick and we can go from there.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks.
You're fine.
Up.
No, you're totally fine. You're totally fine. All right, so
Because I don't say, how are you? I say, because I think of the weather. Because nobody asked about the weather. So I would say something like, hey Darian, it's Savannah. That's what I do. And they're like, yeah, hey, what's up? And I'm like, enjoying this weather. Are you liking it so far? And it breaks the ice immediately. And you can tell the difference in being, or I can, on my side, of them being like defensive, and then they're like, they just go totally relaxed. That I've noticed. That's how I do mine.
Okay. No, if it works, it works. That's good. How would I tie that in? So I would say, I like that actually. Enjoying the weather. How are you? Yeah.
Instead of saying, hey, how are you? Always say, hey, are you enjoying the weather? Or, oh my God, it's so cold outside. Hold on. Are you enjoying this cold weather? Or are you enjoying the warm weather? Or something, instead of saying that, how are you?
Yeah. Okay. No, that's definitely a pattern interrupt, something that they're not going to be used to for the most part. I could see that. Okay. And that's the main objective that we really want to kind of hit, is like interrupting a pattern that they're used to. In regards to like calling agents, you don't have to sound as confused. You can sound a little bit more confident with it. So, for example, it would be like ring ring.
Hello.
Hey, Savannah.
Hey.
Hey, Savannah. It's just Darian Blake. I don't believe we've had the, I guess, pleasure of meeting just yet. But I was hoping you could possibly help me out for just a quick sec.
Yeah, sure. What's going on?
Sweet. So, I'm not too sure you can just yet, but I did have a couple questions pertaining towards the listing that you currently have on 123 Runaway Avenue.
Okay. That one, actually, we just accepted an offer on that, not a contract, but an offer. Are you wanting to put a contract in on it?
Yeah, well, possibly. And then I'd go into it. So that's how I would do that as far as like agents, because agents, you don't have to sound as confused, right? And you could be a little bit more direct because they're used to taking phone calls regarding real estate. But if you're doing a direct to seller, you definitely want to sound a little confused.
So with what I do, would that work for a seller?
Probably not. No, not at all. Yeah, if I'm being entirely blunt with you, I don't think it would, because it's you would probably get some really good. I could see you getting good responses from older people, like in their
say that.
yeah,
Yeah.
in like their 70s and 80s. Good responses there, but other than that, I could see you getting a lot of like knee-jerk reactions. Like, first off, who are you, right? Or they could be like, oh yeah, I'm enjoying it. Who are you and what is this about? Especially if you get like a strong A personality type that's like very direct. Like me. So when I get cold called, I'm I'm a pretty strong A personality. It's like, what are you calling me for? What do you want? Like I don't want to fluff. Just don't pitch me. Stop pitching me. Why are you calling me? Right? You don't have to go through your spiel. Just get to the point. What's up? Right. So that's how I am.
And I think it varies too with the lead type. Like if we're talking direct to seller, right? It varies with what kind of lead type it is. So if foreclosure, low equity, or if you're just calling like there is no pain factor. It's just high equity properties where they don't normally get called. And then it's a mix of that and then their personality, and I should systemize it because I kind of wing it. Like I do wing, like just depending on how they answer me. Like if it's a nice sweet lady, I'll hello, and then I'll start talking nice and sweet with them. And then you have that A personality where they're like, hello, yeah, who's this? And they're like pissed off already, and I'll kind of match their energy or get straight to the point because I want them to get straight to the point with me as well. But I guess it also depends on those two factors.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. So you always want to match and be on the same level of frequency that your prospects are at, right? So unless you got somebody yelling at you and cussing you out, I mean, be as professional as you can. Don't do it back. I'm not gonna lie, I was totally like intoxicated, and I took a sales call one time from a mailer, a direct mailer, and the dude was like cussing me out, threatening me, my family, and I let him have it. Um, don't do that. Just hang up. Don't cause any unnecessary strife, and don't respond to anything that doesn't need to be responded to. So
It's, oh, bless your heart. Are you having a bad day?
you could do that. Kill them with kindness. Kill them with kindness.
Oh, it's the bless your heart. That's the FU in Texas talk.
Yeah.
Without saying it, without being rude. It's, oh, bless your heart. Are you having a bad day? I've done that to agents before.
So let's try an agent outreach again. Savannah, let's try the agent outreach. And let's do the hey, so and so, this is so and so. I don't believe we, really had the privilege. Good night. I don't believe we've had oh my God. I don't believe we've had the privilege of meeting just yet or chatting, but I was just hoping you could help me out for just a quick second. Oh yeah, sure. Or no, I can't. Now is a bad time, right? If somebody says now is a bad time, and it's an agent, like, oh no, no problem at all. I totally get it. I guess like because I'm not readily like just randomly available, and I'm pretty busy for the rest of the day for the most part. But I've got like an opening between like 4 to about 5:30. Is it all right if I give you a ring around then? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, great. And if they say no, like no, I probably won't be busy. Okay, no worries. Well, do you feel all right? It's like I could shoot you over a text message. Would it make sense for me to, I guess, give you a ring probably tomorrow afternoon? Yeah, that might work better for me. Okay, great. But there's no need to like hold them hostage on the phone or anything. If they're busy, go on to the next one, right? There's tons of agents, tons and tons and tons of agents.
Yeah,
So,
I've actually had them tell me, like, when I've called, they'll say, hey, I'm just walking into a showing. If you don't mind texting me, I'll be able to text you, throughout the time. It'll just be easier to reach me that way. So I've
yeah,
had conversations with some agents where I've never physically spoken to them. It's all been through text.
right. Yeah.
I hate that too when they just want to text. I don't.
I'm a phone guy, dude. I'm a phone guy, and I can get a lot more across as far as message goes on the phone than I can text. So, and it also allows you to build more rapport with that individual as well, because it's a lot more personal of I guess, an outreach. So, but there are agents that only want like texting, and it's just kind of like whatever. But so let's try doing the agent outreach, and see what we can do. Ready?
Okay, do it the way you did it or the other way I would do it.
No, do it the way I was doing it.
Okay.
You want me to run it with you again?
Huh?
You want me to run it with you again? You got it? Okay. All right, ready? All right.
Okay, ring ring.
Hello?
Hey Darian, it's Savannah. How are you? Crap! Don't laugh at me, it's not funny. He's laughing at me.
Hey, but you know what? That's why we're here. That's why we do it here. This is all of our this is practice. This is where we get our reps in. So This is good. Let's run it again.
Okay, let me see. God dang
Don't think about it.
it. Okay.
The only two questions you need to know is, I was just wondering if you could possibly help me out for a quick sec. Yeah, sure. What's up? Or maybe, I might
Okay.
be able to. Well, I'm not too sure you can just yet, but blank.
Okay, I think I got it. Okay, let me think. Okay, I think I got it.
Let's do it.
Okay. Ring ring.
Hello?
Hey Darian, it's Savannah. I was just wondering if you could help me for a quick sec on a property.
Maybe. What you got?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's your listing. It's for 123 Main Street.
Okay. Yeah. What about it?
So I noticed it's been on the market for a while. Um, can you tell me, are y'all just not getting any hits in that area? Or, do you know probably what's going on with it, why it's still listed?
Okay, that's a good question. I like how you ended that question. So that was good. So let's tackle the introduction. So you did good. Your introduction. I would slow it down a little bit and allow them to have a little bit of time to respond. So it'd be like, ready? Ring ring.
Hello?
Hey, Savannah.
Yeah.
Hey, Savannah. This is just Darian Blake. I don't believe we've had like the privilege of, I guess, meeting just yet. But I was hoping you could possibly help me out with something real quick.
Okay. Let's see.
Cool. Well, I'm not too sure you can just yet, but I had a few questions pertaining to blank. Right?
Hmm.
See the difference?
Yeah.
So hey, is this? Or you don't have to say, hey, is this? But it could be like, for example, I'm gonna say Daniel. Hey, Daniel. What? It's like, are you Daniel? Right? Make sure I got the right person. Is this Daniel? Hey, Daniel. Versus hey, Daniel. Right?
Mhm.
So, um, hey, Savannah. Yeah. Hey, this is just Darian Blake. I'm not too sure, we've met just yet, but I was just hoping you could help me out with something for a quick sec. Yeah, what's going on? Well, I'm not too sure you can like just yet, but I did have a few questions pertaining to blank. Right? Okay. Ready? You got it.
Doing again?
Yeah, you got it.
Come on, Savannah.
Repetition.
Oh my gosh. Stop laughing at me.
This is how we get good. This is like sales negotiation. It's all about repetition. It's all about role play. It's all about getting it out here, in this circle, so that way we can start mastering it. Right. The more we do it here, the more natural it's going to become. I promise.
Oh, my accent's gonna come out so much stronger.
You're
Okay.
fine.
What? Yeah. Okay. Um. Okay. Ring ring.
Hello.
Hey. Darian.
Yeah.
Hey. It's Savannah. Um. I'm wondering if you have if you're able to help me.
What's up?
Well, I know we haven't talked before, but I'm hoping we will be able to work together on something.
All right. So let's
No,
stop.
see, I'm not good at this.
Fine. This is practice. This is why we're doing it. So, um, okay. So it's repeat it with me. We're gonna do Daniel. Okay. Hey,
Okay.
Daniel.
Hey, Daniel.
And Daniel, you got to respond, bro.
Sorry,
Wait,
I thought you were just using my name. Let's do it.
copying you?
Yeah. Just it's isopraxism. So just mirror what I do. Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Daniel?
Hey,
Who's
Daniel.
this?
Yeah, hey Daniel, this is just Darian Blake. I don't think we've had the privilege of meeting just yet, but I was hoping you could possibly help me out with something real quick.
Sure. With what? What need help
Okay.
with?
Perfect. Pause. All right, Savannah, go for it.
Oh,
You got it.
hey, Daniel.
Yeah.
Hey, Daniel. This is Savannah. I don't know if we've had the pleasure of speaking yet, but I'm hoping you can help me.
Sure. What can I help you with?
Perfect.
Yeah. I'm not sure if you can actually, but I'm calling about 123 Main Street.
Oh,
yeah.
so better. Good. Awesome. Those are the two things. Hey, Daniel. Hey, it's just Darian. I don't think we've had the pleasure that always makes my words.
Privilege.
I gotta start over. Hey, Daniel?
Yeah.
Hey, Daniel. This is just Darian Blake. I don't think we've had the I guess privilege of meeting just yet, but I was hoping you could possibly help me out for something or with something just for a quick sec.
Yeah, sure. I guess. What do you need help with?
Cool. So I'm
What's
not
this
too sure.
about? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm not too sure you can help just yet. But I had a few questions pertaining to one of the listings that you've got over on Griffin Street.
Okay. Which listing is that?
Perfect. And then you start diving into it, right? But that's what you want to focus on, that introduction. So in this role play, all we're focusing on is our intro. So you did it. You got the two questions down. So let's do it again. On you.
Me?
Yep.
All right, you're picking on me now.
Savannah.
Okay, ring, ring.
Oh, hello.
Wait, I was going to say who's supposed to talk.
Yeah, no, Daniel, you take it, bro. Go ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
Hold
Ring,
on.
ring. I'm gonna be a douchey agent. Okay.
Of course you are. Oh, okay. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Daniel?
Who's this?
Hey, Daniel. This is Savannah. I don't know if we had the pleasure of speaking yet. But I was just wondering if you could help me out.
Help you out with? Okay, with what? I'm actually busy right now. I'm doing a showing. Can you text me or are you an agent, a buyer? What?
No, actually, I'm an investor that's interested in one of the properties that you have listed.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I have time.
Okay. It's the one over there off of Main Street in Fort Worth.
Okay.
All right, pause. Okay, so good. You sounded like your tonality, your verbal pacing, you sounded confused. That was good. You did really good. That was awesome. That was killer. And way to so it's so funny because you and I would have handled that objection a little bit differently. So because he had mentioned that he's in a showing, he's got limited time. So the way I would think about it is like, because he had asked, "What's this about?" Right? Or are you an investor, so on and so forth. So the way I would respond is like, that's a really good question. Yeah, I don't want to take a whole lot of time from you, and I would say for the most part, there's probably quite a bit of ground to cover. But again, you got your showing going on. I don't want to take that time from you. Is it all right if I give you a ring? I guess around 4 to 5. That's probably the only time I can give you a call today. Right.
I like that.
Just super short, super sweet.
Yeah.
Keep it short and sweet, super simple. And the reason for it is because your whole objective is to try to build some kind of rapport. It's going to be hard if he's rushed, right? Because his mind's going to be focused on other things. He's going to be distracted with other things. So you always want to make sure that you're calling at an ample time. So, for example, anytime I call somebody and I hear them driving, I'll bring it up. It sounds like you're driving. Oh yeah, I am. Okay, well, I don't want to take your focus off of the road, and I want to make sure you make it to your destination safely. I guess, is it better for me to give you a ring a little bit later on this evening? Yeah, that'd be so much better. Okay, great, perfect. Right.
Is it okay to ask, is now a good time, or should we wait till we hear something or they say something that basically can trigger that? Okay, well, obviously they're not, because I have run into the times where I'm talking to them and everything is good, but they're not really focusing because they're doing
Distracted.
things. You know what I mean? And so it's like I'm like, man, I want to talk to you, and you want to talk to me, but you're obviously not able to listen to me, right? So
Yeah.
is that a good time to bring that up at some point? And
So typically when that happens, do you hear stuff going on in the background?
yeah, you hear them picking up their kids or driving or something,
So bring it up.
whispering, because somebody's talking to them.
100% bring it up. Bring it to their attention. So you could be like, so you answer, right? I call you, you answer, you're like, hello, like, hey Daniel, yeah, all the bickering and stuff in the background. Man, it sounds like I caught you at a bad time. This isn't anything crazy. Is it all right? I guess, is it okay if I give you a ring a little bit later when you have more time or when you're a little bit more available? Oh yeah, that's fine, whatever, cool, right? Or you could ask them like, hey, is now an appropriate time for you, or should I give you a ring a little bit later on? So don't ever be afraid. If you hear stuff in the background, don't be afraid to ask, and don't be afraid to point it out, right? Because that shows that you're being genuine, one, of what they're doing, and two, you don't want to take their focus and attention away from what it is that they have going on. And if there's a lot of noise in the background, the chances of that being an optimal conversation is very slim to none, right? So bringing that up, pointing that out is not a bad thing. I actually would encourage you to do it. So, because it's going to work better. It's going to work better for you and for them, because the conversation that y'all have is going to stick, and they'll be able to actually focus and be attentive to what it is that you're talking about. So 100%. Okay. Maria, you ready? It's your turn.
Mariella.
I'm not, but let's do it.
Let's do it. I love it. Let's do it. Okay. Do you have a good feeling or a good feel for how it should be?
I know I'm gonna mess up, but you're gonna guide me, right?
Perfect. Absolutely. Okay.
So just give me kind of like a scenario so I kind of know where to go, because I don't really do the phone calls. I don't.
Well, this is just going to be the introduction, so
Okay.
I wouldn't worry too entirely too much for the scenario. The scenario
Okay.
itself will be a little bit later on.
Like agent or a seller
What do you feel more comfortable? I guess not comfortable. Do you feel you would reach out to more?
anybody. I kind of just need to know in my head who I'm going to speak to, and like if it's a seller, hey, I would introduce myself differently than a buyer, I guess, or a seller.
Okay, so let's do both. We'll start off with an agent.
Okay, so an agent. Okay.
Perfect. And then you and Savannah want to take this one away. Savannah, you are the agent. Sorry, I've been picking on Daniel too much.
Be a nice agent, Savannah.
Okay, hold on. Give me a second. All right.
I'll be easy the first time.
Ring, 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 ring.
Hello.
Hi there. Can I speak to Savannah?
This is her.
Hi, Savannah. I'm Mariella. I'm looking at a property on Zillow, and I was wondering if you can give me some information. Maybe you can help me out with this.
Yeah. What's the address?
It's 123 Main Street. Is it still available, or has it been sold?
No, it's still available.
Perfect.
Oh, great.
So remember, just focusing on introduction. Okay, so typically when we Well, actually, it kind of goes both ways. Sometimes we call them. Go ahead.
I don't remember what I just said, so.
So, you're funny. So basically what you had said was, hello, is Savannah there? Or is Savannah available? She said, yeah. Hey, Savannah, my name is Mariela. Um, and basically went into like I was calling about XYZ property and was hoping you could possibly, or hoping you could help me out. That was the synopsis of it, or paraphrasing. Daniel, did I miss anything?
Nope, you got it.
Cool. So in that case, when you're doing agent outreach, 9 times out of 10, you're always going to be calling like the agent directly, right? Like it's always going to be the agent's main line. So I would leave out, is Savannah there? I would leave that out.
Okay. I got confused for a brief moment.
You're fine. You're totally fine. So, for example, you ready? We'll do role play. Ready? Okay, ring, ring.
Hello?
Hey, Mariela?
Yeah.
Hey, this is just Darian Blake. I don't believe we've had the privilege of, I guess, connecting just yet, but I was hoping you could possibly help me out just for a split second.
Actually, I'm out the door right now. Maybe a little bit later or
Yeah, that's no problem at all. I've actually, I've got, I'm pretty tied up for the most part as far as meetings go, but I'll be free after 5 p.m. Would that work for you to give you a ring back?
No, I actually have another meeting at 5.
Okay.
How about
No worries,
how
y'all.
about tomorrow? Maybe
Yeah,
tomorrow.
we can do tomorrow. I should be free around the afternoon. Does that work for you?
Yeah, that sounds great.
Perfect. I'll go ahead and shoot you over a text message with my contact information, and a text as well, just as kind of like a little friendly reminder for that call. But other than
Oh,
that, I appreciate you bringing me up to speed and taking my call, and I look forward to connecting with you.
likewise. Thank you.
So that's how I'll leave that. Right. Okay. You ready? You want to do it again?
Yes.
All right.
That's why I don't really.
You're fine. You're good.
Okay. Ring ring.
Oh, hello.
Hi. Is this Drake? Sorry. I'm sorry. How do I say your name?
Darian.
No, this is a real call though. Is this Darian?
Yeah, it is.
Did I pronounce it right?
Actually, yeah, you did.
Okay. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry if I butchered it. My name's Mariella, and I was hoping that I was speaking to the right person. Um, I was actually looking into a house on 123 Main Street. Do you know anything about that property?
Yeah, it's my listing, and then we go into it, right? Okay.
Oh, sorry, I got confused again. So
No,
I'm
you're
thinking
fine.
the
You're
seller.
totally
I don't know
fine.
why I'm
Totally,
seller.
you're fine. You're fine. So, okay. So, actually, I'm curious. Daniel, what do you think? What's your feedback?
It was iffy. Like I liked it because it kind of did break the ice. Because I'll do some things like that sometimes, Mariella, where I'm like, I just make something up that is kind of like I'm acting a little dumb about something, like, but it doesn't work for everybody.
No.
Yeah. I think like that would have been, you know what, I would use that for like when there is really a name that I cannot pronounce or say something with, or when I can't say the name. Sometimes I'll just go straight to like the owner of X.
Yep, 100%, 100%. What's up, brother?
Do you know
That was good. That was really good.
Actually, how I act, I do.
Yeah.
I mean, is it possible?
I hate role playing.
I know where at. Like, that was ready to go.
Dude, shut the front door. Are you serious?
Yeah.
I don't
Shut
like
up.
being the center of attention.
I'm trying to say, because Tyson said we couldn't, but I'm trying to do it if possible.
I mean, I can always get with them and find out, make sure.
But I think if you can
28, 20, also
You can
had-
get past the jitters from being the center of attention in a group. You'll
Front door.
feel that when you're actually making calls. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Wow.
you've already gone through it within the, you know, all eyes. I think if you can come up with answers
That's how
when people are watching you, it's just a lot. You'll have them memorized to the point that when you're actually making the calls, it's easier. You know what I mean? Because like this is another layer of tough on top of just doing normal calls to somebody, right? Because you know you got people watching you, so you're thinking of all kinds of things, and so then dealing with people watching you still, you're not thinking of the right thing to say. So imagine when you get to the point where people are watching you and you're able to answer the right things, then that's like a good indication of like, okay, I got this imprinted in my mind now of different ways I can answer or respond, and when you're doing it, it'll help out. But I also know like what I've taken from this, Darian, is that this is also a machine you have to keep maintaining and oiling, right? Because like when I started in Sub 2, I remember we would do these role plays, and you know, you start very shitty and then you start getting better, but then you stop role playing, and
Yep.
and like next time you go and role, like it definitely does set you back, you know, like it's like riding a bike, you could forget.
Mhm. Yeah, it's like working out, man. The more you do it, the better you're going to be at it. But if you take a big break from it, it's going to be harder.
Right.
Also, another tip too. Pardon me. Another pro tip for y'all and for everybody on YouTube that's watching, if there's anybody on YouTube watching or anybody that watches the playback, cool beans. Another big pro tip is like your body language is going to project into that call.
Right.
It will project, right? So if you're like, if body language is showing that one, you're not like, you don't feel confident or you don't feel comfortable, you're not going to be confident or comfortable in the call. So your body language has a massive impact on how that call is going to go, believe it or not, and how your tonality will be projected in it as well. So usually when I get jitters, and it's always for the first call, it never goes away. It always happens. It's weird. But my first call, every call, I always get like these little butterflies. So what I do is I stand up and I pace around, I walk around, and I talk with my hands, right? Which is ironic because in the military, they teach you not to talk with your hands. So at first, it took me a long time to pick that back up because I had broke that habit. But I'll walk around. I'll walk around. I'm not slouched over. I'm standing up straight. My head's up straight. I'm projecting my voice, making sure I articulate across effectively and efficiently. And I'm using my hands to conversate. That helps me in my calls. And so no matter how big of a call it is, no matter how little of a call it is, I still do it, even to this day. So your body language does have an impact and playing a role as far as like how you're going to be perceived over the phone. So, Maria, we're going to tackle this again. We're going to dive into it. And it's going to be the same as you're kind of running into the same issue that Savannah's running into. We want to keep it super short and sweet. Keep it super short and sweet. You ever heard of the acronym KISS, K-I-S-S? Keep it super simple.
Oh, okay.
Keep it super simple. Keep it short and sweet. Okay. So we want to keep it super simple. That is one acronym in sales and negotiations that I do agree with.
Okay.
So how we're going to do it is like this. I'm going to role play with Daniel, and I want you to actively listen to how I'm structuring this conversation. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Henry.
Hello.
Hey, Daniel.
Yes. Who's this?
Hey, Daniel. This is just Darian Blake. I don't believe we've actually had the privilege of speaking just yet or even meeting. But I was hoping you could help me out with something for a quick second.
Okay. What can I help you with?
Awesome. So I'm not too sure you can just yet, but I did have a few questions pertaining to blank, right? And that's it. Now, one thing I would drop is awesome. Do not say awesome. Don't say it because
Okay.
it's not a real thing. So instead of saying awesome, what I should have done was he finishes the statement. What I should have said was, oh, okay, boom, okay, that's what I should have said. So that bridges into my question.
Which
That's
is what? Which is what would you ask after?
The okay,
After the
well, I'm not too sure you can just yet because at
Okay.
this conversation, this is like after me asking if you could possibly help me out.
Okay.
Now, do me a favor.
Yeah.
Can you ask me if I could possibly help you out?
Can you possibly help me out?
I mean, I can do my best. What's up?
Okay. Well, I have a. Is that good? Is that okay?
You would say,
What do I say?
so after my response, maybe what's up? Well, I'm not too sure you can
Oh.
just yet. Okay. So, well, I'm not too sure you can just yet.
Oh, got it.
Hit me with it.
Can you possibly help me out?
Maybe. What's up?
Well, I'm not too sure if you can actually help me, but I have a question about this property.
That's yes. Killer. It's a lot better. Now, so you've got those two parts, right? Good. Basically it's, well, I was just wondering if you could, possibly help me out for just a quick sec. Well, okay. Well, I'm not too sure, you can just yet, but, right? You go into it. Sweet. All right.
Okay.
Let's take it on you. You got this.
Okay. Seller to the seller or
Agent.
agent? Why
do
I
agent.
don't know. I'm stuck on the seller. I'm like stuck on the seller. Okay.
You know what? No seller, no agent, just Darian. Just me.
Okay. Ring ring.
Hello?
Is this Darian?
Yeah, it is.
Hi. I was hoping you can help me out. My name is Mariella. I have a couple questions about a property.
Let's stop.
I know. I just
It's fine.
I
So
didn't know
what
for that.
you're overthinking it, right? Like you know what to ask. I feel like you know what to ask, but you're overthinking, right? Does that sound about right, or am I wrong?
Totally.
Totally right. Okay.
Well,
So
okay, my little brain, it just kind of I just go with it, and then it comes out, and then I put my foot in my mouth, and then I just have to go with what I just said. Does that make more sense?
that makes 100. It's like you're driving, and when
So
you're
I think
driving, you look up, you look down because you drop your phone, and you reach down, pick it up. Next thing you know, you're heading for a bush, and you try to hit the brake, but instead of hitting the brake, you hit the gas, and you floor it.
yeah, exactly. Now, I'm like, how do I fix that?
Slowing down.
Okay.
It's okay to slow down in your conversation if you have to think about what it is that you're going to say,
Okay.
right? So when you're doing your ums or your ahs or your okays, when you're doing your verbal cues, that's giving you time to kind of think about what you're going to ask next or how to structure it. Now, as you get when you get this down, and the more you practice this, the more natural it's going to be. Like,
Okay.
Unfortunately, I hate it, but it's kind of funny. But unfortunately, when I do my outreach, it's the same way every single time. And it's like, dang it, man, but it's good because it has really good results. So we're going to start from the top.
Okay.
You're going to ask.
When do I introduce myself? That's actually a question. Should I introduce myself at the beginning after I ask, is this
Yeah.
so?
Yep. So for example, Daniel, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Daniel, or ring ring.
Hello.
Hey, Daniel.
Yeah, who's this?
Hey, Daniel. It's just his word, a key word. It's just verbal cue. It's just Darian Blake. I don't believe you and I have had the privilege of connecting or networking just yet. But I was hoping you could, possibly help me out for just like a split second.
Sure. What you got?
Okay. Well, I'm not too sure you can just yet, but I just had a few questions pertaining to blank.
Well, it's not for sale, man, so don't call me again.
Well,
I gotta say that I'm with you on that, Daniel. My brain is going fast, and I just kind of want to like go quickly.
Yeah. And that's what I was saying at the beginning with me.
Yeah.
But like really, I think I tell you why I feel that way, right? I feel like I'm thinking what he's thinking. I'm thinking, oh, I'm gonna lose him. And that's not what he's thinking in reality, right? If we think about it, like he the way that he's wording it, Darren is wording is asking, is making the seller feel like, okay, I'm intrigued, I'm interested in who is this person, what do they want, versus if I'm all giggity at the beginning trying to speed up through it, they can already smell that, like, oh,
Yeah.
he's gonna sell me something, or he's gonna ask for a favor or something. I don't want to hear it. I don't have the time. Hanging up, right? So I get where Darian is coming, but as far as like you yourself, you just have to like remind yourself when you're doing it, like, all right, I'm talking to my neighbor, you know what I mean, and I don't know him yet, and I have a question, and I'm gonna take my time trying to, get my answer. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just slow it down. Let's see.
yep, nice and slow. Okay, you ready?
Mhm.
All right. Before you even start the role play, though, before you start the role play, break down the conversation for me and
Okay.
explain it.
Okay. So I'm gonna say, is this Mark? Or I have it written down, so I'm like looking at my
Love it.
notes. Is this Mark? And then the response, and I'm gonna say, can you possibly help me out?
No,
No? Oh, this is
no.
Mariela. This is Mariela.
It's
Can you
when you
possibly?
when you introduce yourself,
Yeah.
you want to say it's just. That's
Okay.
very, very important. That word just is really, really important. It's just Mariela. Because and so the reason behind it is there's a psychological reason behind it.
Tell
So when
me.
you
I need to
just,
understand.
yeah, when you say it's just Darian, right? Subconsciously in their mind, they should feel like
Oh, okay.
it is, yeah. So they should feel like they know me. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So is this Mark? And then response. It's just Mariela. Can you possibly help me out?
Okay, pause. It's just
Mm.
Mariela.
How you just said that? It's just Mariela. Like that made me feel like, all right, I know this person, I guess.
Perfect. So when you introduce yourself, you want to pause. It's just Mariela. And then you want to say, it's just Mariela. I was wondering if you could possibly help me out for a quick sec.
Okay. Sorry, I'm giving you.
He's a note taker.
All right, ready? Let me know what you got.
I never thought I was a note taker.
Let's see what you got.
Okay. Ring ring.
Hello?
Is this Mark?
Yeah, it is.
It's just Mariela. I was wondering if you can possibly help me out.
Maybe. What you got?
I'm not sure if you can just yet, but I was wondering, I was actually looking at this property on 123 Main Street.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Really good. Much better. So much better. So when they say like when you ask, is this Mark? And they say yes, right? So before you introduce yourself, when they say yes, I would say, hey Mark, it's just Mariela. Hey Mark, it's
Repeat
just
it.
Mariela. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to repeat it, right? Repeat their name. So hey
Okay.
Mark, it's just Mariela. And I was wondering if you could help me out for, a quick sec, or I was wondering if you could possibly help me out just for a quick sec. Sure, what you got going on, or how can I help you? Boom. Paul, I'm not too sure you can just yet, but I was giving you a ring regarding to blank, or I was giving you a ring pertaining to blank, or I was giving you a ring because blank, right? But that before stating, I'm not too sure you can just yet is also very important. But
Can we
yeah,
say, can we say instead of giving you a ring, can we say, I just wanted to reach out to you about?
yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I mean,
Uh,
is that okay?
Yeah. So you could say, well, I'm not too sure you can just yet, but I wanted to reach out to you regarding blank. Where I'm
Okay.
reaching, yeah, I wanted to reach out to you because I had a few questions about blank. So yeah, 100%. 100%. I gave you a ring, I'm reaching out to you, blank. Just do not say the reason I was calling you today, do not say that. Don't say that because that's going to cause a lot of self-resistance because you start off great, you throw that in there, guard goes up. Okay? Don't do that. So leave that out. But, I was giving you a ring because of blank, or, I wanted to, reach out because of blank, or I wanted to reach out because I had a few questions regarding blank. So yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Sweet. All right, you ready? Taking it from the top.
Mhm.
Let's
ready.
do it.
Ring, ring.
Hello. Ooh, look at that. Oh, I saw you. Yeah, I saw it. That's
Mark?
confidence there. I love it. I love it. Ready? Sorry. Yeah, I love that. Okay,
I'm
let's
just
do it
gonna
again.
call you Mark, okay?
That's fine.
Your
That's
name is
fine.
Mark now.
Do it.
Oh God. Okay. Is this Mark?
It is. I'm sorry. Who is this?
Hey Mark. It's just Mariela. I was wondering if you could possibly help me out.
Maybe. What's up?
I'm not sure if you actually can, but I was looking at this property on 123 Main Street.
Nailed it.
You nailed that.
Nailed it. That was killer. That was really, really good.
And it sounded very natural. It
Yes.
sounded very natural.
That was really awesome.
Thank you.
You deserve a standing
All the
ovation.
dots for me. I had so many questions and I wasn't sure. You just connected all the dots for me. Thank you.
Sweet. Sweet. Yeah, of course. So yeah, that was really good. Now do it with Daniel. I want to make sure it sticks, right? Because at the end of the day, repetition is going to build habits, right? And you can either build up good habits or you can build up bad habits. So we want to make sure that we're building up good habits, right? So knock it out with Daniel, and I will listen and provide feedback.
Okay.
Ring, ring.
Hello?
Oh, wait. I'm the.
Yeah, other way around.
You say ring.
Okay.
Ring,
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, is this Daniel?
Yeah, this is him.
Hi, Daniel. It's just Mariela, and I was wondering if you can possibly help me out.
Sure. What do you need help with?
Actually, I'm not sure if you can just yet. I was looking into a property on 123 Main Street. Are you familiar with that?
Good stuff.
Yeah, that's my property.
Perfect.
That is
Pause.
so.
So that was really, really good. Okay, that was awesome. So in comparison to how you did the first time, 9-day difference, that was really good.
Thank
That
you.
was awesome. Of course, of course, of course.
Sure.
All right. Going full circle, we're going back around. Here we go. All right, Daniel.
All right.
Role play with something. Choose who you want to role play with, and let's do it. At this point, I'm gonna listen to y'all, provide feedback.
All right. So am I the caller or the answer?
No, you'll be the caller.
All right. You ready, Savannah? All right. Ring, ring.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. Hi. Is this Savannah?
It is.
Hey, Savannah. This is Daniel. The reason I'm calling, I forgot where we're at.
It's all right. That's why we're doing it. Why we're
It's-
doing it. Let's reset.
This is it.
Let's reset.
Oh, about help. All right.
Oh, there you go.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi. Is this Savannah?
It is.
Hey, Savannah. This is Daniel.
Hey, Daniel.
Yeah. Hi. Are you damn, I keep forgetting.
You said it's all right. It's okay.
Hold on. So it's the
Do that to me all the time.
is the
But then
Savannah.
when they repeat it back and they say your name,
Huh?
what were you saying?
They do that. Like I'll tell them who it is, and they'll immediately pop back. Hey, Savannah. How are you? Or hey, Savannah, what's going on?
Perfect.
And
So
then I was supposed to say what I was like I'm calling. I wanted to see if you can help me out, right?
yeah. So let's that's a good point because it does happen. It does happen quite a bit. Like where because again, this is how a lot of people are trained in sales, where they ask how you are doing, right? It's like unfortunately it's just like a habit, right? So when somebody does say that, when somebody does say that, my response is, and y'all, I guarantee y'all have heard this, y'all have heard me say this all the time because I say it all the time, right? So here we go. Savannah, we're going to role play it and you're going to hit me with it. Okay.
Oh, what I just did?
100%.
Curveball.
Ring, ring.
Hello?
Hey, Savannah.
Yeah.
Hey, Savannah. This is just Darian Blake.
Hey, Darian.
Hey, yeah, I don't think, you and I have had the pleasure of meeting just yet. But I was hoping you could possibly help me out for something real quick. Or I was wondering if you could possibly help me out with something real quick.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Right.
Say
They throw
again?
that in there too. They'll say, well, I can try.
Perfect. So I can try. Okay. Well, I'm not too sure if you can just yet, but the reason for the damn it, Daniel. Well, I'm not.
She got me with the
Uh,
giggity back at me. You know what I mean?
See, I'm not good
so-
at making the calls on here, but I
That's
can throw them.
No, so what I was expecting and what I was kind of hoping for was you to say, "Hey, Darian, how's your day going?"
Oh,
So hit me
okay.
with,
Okay, we can do it and I'll do that.
all right, hit me with that. You ready?
Okay.
Okay, ring ring.
Hello?
Hey, Savannah.
Yeah.
Hey, Savannah. This is just Darian Blake.
Hey, Darian, how are you?
Oh man, just a boring guy doing boring things.
I get that.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping you could help me out just for a quick sec, possibly.
Yeah, sure. What's up?
Well, I'm not too sure you can just yet, but I wanted to give you a ring because I had a few questions about blank, right? So it's the exact same. It's the exact same thing. The only thing that was different was when you had said, "Hey, Darian, how are you?" I'm not going to say good. How are you? Right?
Mhm.
I'm not going to say it. I'm going to say, just this is where you could be playful. Just a boring guy doing boring things. And for whatever reason, when I say that, everybody laughs. It's never failed. Every single person I've said that to has literally laughed. I don't understand why. I don't get it.
I usually pop back with "I'm blessed" is usually what I answer with.
Yeah. And then, yeah. But I could see, like, if I'm blessed, where would you go from there?
What?
Like, if you were to say, I'm blessed, like you answer, I'm blessed, where would you take it from there? Like, what do you feel naturally inclined to say after saying, I'm blessed?
Well, it depends on who the person is, but I'd have been like, "Hey, I'm just glad we woke up this morning too."
Okay.
Exactly. It's
No, no,
there's
keep into the conversation. So, what I'm asking is, like, how would you bridge that into the question?
if I'm wait, am I supposed to be the agent or the caller?
In this scenario, you'd be the caller.
Oh, I would be the caller.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me think about that. Oh, I would actually respond with, "Hey, I'm blessed. How are you?"
Boom. How are you? Right. Yeah. So,
That's
and
usually what I
again,
would say. Yeah.
and it's hard. Like, if you respond back with "I'm blessed," naturally you're inclined to say "How are you?" Right?
Mhm.
If you say "Oh, I'm good," naturally you're inclined to say "I'm you" or "I am you." Naturally inclined to say "How are you?"
Mhm.
Right? And so that's a phrase we want to stay away from is "How are you?"
Okay.
Because it's not going to throw off the whole pitch or the whole because this is a pitch. It's not going to throw off the whole pitch or the whole introduction. But it's going to make it a little bit more awkward getting into that bridging. It's going to make it a little more awkward to bridge into the question, right? So when somebody
Or you
says,
could say enjoying the beautiful weather. That's where I go back to my weather statement too, because
"Yeah,
it breaks the it's not in the norm.
how are you? Just enjoying the weather. I guess fuck, fudge. How are you? Just enjoying the weather. I guess I was kind of hoping you could possibly help me out for a split sec. Well, now I feel like a bit of an asshole because I didn't ask how they're doing. I don't know. What do y'all think?
See, that's why it's hard for me to do this because uh
You're
it's not
new.
my personality.
So are you asking about you, Darian, or about Savannah?
How do you mean?
If Savannah said, I am blessed, or
Yeah, if Savannah said, I am blessed, after somebody said, hey, how are you? And then Savannah says, I am blessed. Then
like,
how does Savannah then continue the conversation to, I would think you would continue with a question, but not a, how are you? Because they've already told you that, right? So say, I'm blessed. Here, let's run it. I think I might have a response.
what I would say is into that.
There you go. Amen
There
to
you go.
That because you're trying to get to the same level as the other person, right?
Hold on,
And
hold on, hold on. So
no,
let's back up, okay? Because I think there's a little bit of confusion. So if you're if you're the wholesaler or the investor that's calling the prospect, and you're calling the prospect, and they hit you with, "Hey, Darian, how are you today?" Right? That's the prospect asking me, and I'm the one that called them. So if they hit me with, "Hey, Darian, how are you today?" Oh, I'm good. I was just curious as to if damn, see, it's just weird.
Okay, look, hit me with it again. I know what she's saying.
All right, let's do it. Ring, ring.
Hello?
Oh, actually, I'm sorry. You ring, ring me. Sorry.
Hmm. Because I'm popping back with it. You ring me.
No, no, no. You're calling me though. You're the,
You're
you're
the buyer.
Right.
Like,
But
there
you
you
understand what I'm saying, right, Savannah?
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm
I
curious.
hold
Y'all
on.
ready?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
y'all ready?
Okay, Mariella, I'm gonna call you.
Okay.
Okay. So I can say the blessed. But you got whenever I ask who you are, then you would be like, oh, hey Savannah, how are you? And then
Okay.
we can do it. Okay. Ring ring.
Hello?
Hi, Mariella.
Yes.
Hi, it's just Savannah.
Hey, how are you today?
I am very blessed.
Amen to that.
That's what she's talking about.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm talking
And
Yeah.
then
If
and
it
then
were-
I'd be like, hey, I mean it happens. It happens. It's a whole
Yes.
nother it's a whole nother what do you call it?
It's
It's
a
just
possible.
another way of breaking up the conversation.
I mean, usually, even if it does happen, though, those would be nicer agents that I think you can kind of go into whatever conversation with, right? The end of
But again, that's you have to go on if they answer you or not.
Mm-hmm.
How you can like Darian said, like you can't have the same thing with every agent.
Mm-mm.
So that's what I do is I kind of go off of how they answer the phone.
So let's do this because one, not every agent is going to respond with amen to that. I love that response though, but not everybody's going to do it if we're being
Right.
realistic, right? So, and at the same time, unfortunately, well, not everybody is like a believer, right? So that's another thing to do. So that's also to kind of take into consideration as well, because if you're talking to somebody that is an atheist, how would they respond?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Or if you're talking to somebody that's
Well, that's what I want to say that's where you say that's where you would consider what she just said. I'm blessed. To me, it sounds like she's a believer. I don't think an atheist would say I'm blessed.
no, but
No, he's saying the person I'm calling is an atheist.
yes.
Oh. And
Yeah,
you're the
in
okay.
this role play, so in this role play, Savannah is the investor and you're the agent.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so if I were an atheist and I'm like, oh, okay, well that's good. Good for you. And then
Good for
she
you.
would have right? She would have I'm like, okay, she's in her own thing. She's doing her thing.
But again, that's why I always revert to the weather when I do mine.
Yeah. The reason I leave all, I would say the reason I leave all that stuff out is because it's going to make it a little bit more complicated, not complicated, but a little bit more awkward of a transition getting into the actual call. If that makes sense. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
Yeah. Yep.
So when somebody asks me, how's, like, how are you? That's why I always respond, oh, I'm just a boring guy doing boring things,
Yeah.
right? Going into it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Well, let's
Okay.
run it
So,
back
yeah.
and see how. I mean, there's different ways, I guess, you can try to answer.
Let's try it out. Let's see what we can do.
All right. I ring you. Yeah, ring. Anybody? Savannah?
Oh, hello.
Hey, is this Savannah?
It is.
Hey, Savannah. This is Daniel. I am trying to see if you might be able to help me with something.
I can try. What's up?
Yeah, so I'm calling on regards to a property you have listed on Zillow. I have a few questions. I'm a little bit confused on some items.
Okay. What street?
Cool. All right. So let's stop. So not bad, man. So I like how you timed in that I'm a little confused on some items, right? Yeah, I like that. The only thing I would do differently is is like the second phrase of the sentence, right? Or the second phrase of the question. It's like, well, I'm not too sure you can just yet. right? Because we want to make it we want to take out as much pressure as we possibly can, right?
Mhm.
As we can. So that's one thing I would do a little bit different. That's the only thing I would change. That was it. But how you bridge it into, well, I'm confused on a few items. I like that. That's good. So let's roll it back and see what we can do again.
Ring, ring.
Hello?
Hey, Savannah.
Yep.
Hey, Savannah. This is Daniel. I am calling in hopes that you'd be able to help me with something.
I can sure try.
Awesome. And I'm not sure if you're the right person for this or if you even can help me. I'm calling in regards to a property that I'm interested in. However, there's some discrepancies in the Zillow listing. I'm just trying to see if you can help me out, sort that out.
Sweet. So yeah, that works. That
Okay.
works. What do y'all think? What do y'all's feedback?
That was good.
All right, Savannah, hit me with the happy one.
The happy one?
I just want to see what I don't know.
Okay.
All right, ring, ring.
Hello.
Hi, is this Savannah?
It is.
Hi, Savannah. This is Daniel.
Hey, Daniel.
Hey, damn, you got me. I thought you were gonna say, "Hey, Daniel, how are you?" and all that, and then I would have kind of been like,
If that's what, okay, I'll do that one for you.
okay. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Yeah. Hey, is this Savannah?
It is.
Hey, Savannah. This is Daniel.
Hey, Daniel. How are you?
I'm not too sure. I'm hoping that you'll be able to make my day better. By answering me some questions. No, that didn't go well.
I was gonna say, and I'd be like, sure. What can I help you with?
Yeah.
How can I make it better?
Right.
You could have went into it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mariella's doing a great job at standing still. Just want to say that.
How would I phrase that? I see where you're taking that. Let's see how I would phrase
It's
It
kinda
makes me nervous when they say, so I've got the giggles.
like when she's like, "How are you?" I was gonna go kind of for like, well, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. However, I think I'll be doing a lot. Hopefully, be doing a lot better. If I don't know.
If you can help me out with something,
Yeah.
is that what you're saying? Yeah.
I'm hoping, I'd be doing a lot better if you can answer some questions or some about something I got, or I don't know, something in those lines.
Clarify some questions I have about a property.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see.
But we get the gist of it, right? Like the bring the curiosity kind of
Yeah.
approach.
I see smoke, y'all.
Don't give up on us, Darian.
No, I'm not. I'm thinking.
He broke his brain.
Don't give up on us.
No, I'm thinking. I got it. I got it. All right, you ready? So hit me with.
Trace
how-
forgot. Okay, hit you with which one?
How are you?
Okay.
Ring ring.
Hello.
Hey Savannah.
Yeah.
Hey Savannah. It's just Darian Blake.
Hey, Darian. How are you today?
I'm actually a little confused. I was hoping you could possibly help me out for a quick second.
Sure. What's going on?
Yeah, so I'm not too sure you can just yet, but I did have a few questions pertaining to blank.
Okay.
Nailed it. Yeah, that is how I would handle that. That's good. That was good. I like it.
I like it.
I like it. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I'm gonna have to write that down. Glad I caught it on video, man. That's a good one.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna write these down, and every time you like run across these things, and you can just go back to them, reword them.
I love it. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
I think we broke each other's brain at this point, though.
So, so yeah, as you guys can see, like there's a lot, and it's crazy because this is the first 7 seconds of a conversation. Can you imagine the rest of a conversation or an actual in-person appointment with a prospect? Man, it really is. It really is a lot when it comes to sales and negotiations. You have all this. It takes this much practice just to get the first 7 seconds of a conversation down when you're making your first call.
So in person, is it the same thing? Like,
Yeah.
is it the first 7 seconds?
Yep, 100%. But it's harder in person, believe it or not, because you have body language. So your communication is not focused just on verbal, right? When you're verbally talking to somebody, that's only maybe 15% of your total communication perceived. You've got facial expressions, you've got body language, you've got isopraxism, you've got tonality, you've got verbal cues, verbal pacing, verbal pausing. Um, all of these little different attributes add up to your communication and how you effectively communicate with somebody. And it's also how every human being on this planet, it's also how we perceive and judge others. So think about it like this. Think about signing when people are signing, right? Like I forgot how to do mama. I think mama's like this. I think this is mama, right? But when people sign, there's no verbal communication. Very, very seldomly where there'll be verbal communication. But a lot of it is body language, right? A lot of it is body language. It's hard to express. It is very difficult. I would imagine it'd be very difficult to express if you're angered, if you're irritable, if you're frustrated, if you're confused, or even if you're confident, if you can't speak, right? Or if you're mute. But you can show those emotions and you can express those feelings through your body language and through your facial expressions, right? So that has your body language and your facial expressions make up a big portion of your overall communication, okay? And it also is perceived differently as well. So it's kind of like you could say, damn it, like, damn, I just messed up. Or like, damn. Or you could say, damn it, right? The two different types of damn it's. They have two different types of meanings, right? Body language is very similar as well. So those are things that you want to consider when you're doing like sales and negotiations. So when you're doing in-person appointments or you're meeting people in person, it's a little bit, I would say harder. It's easier to connect with them, yes, but you have to be more aware, more cognizant of every other little factor that's going on in that conversation. So when, for example, if you're talking to your prospect and they cross their arms, whatever it was that you just said, whatever it is that you're talking about, just made them defensive. Because when people cross their arms, they're defensive. They're guarding themselves, right? They're guarding themselves. You either said something that offended them, you touched a rough subject, or they sense that you're starting to kind of dive into something that they feel you should not be diving into just yet, or they don't want to listen to what you have saying or what you have to say, right? So people cross their arms, that's typically what's going to happen, and that's typically what they're thinking. So you've got what is called isopraxism. Isopraxism is essentially a fancy way to say mirroring. There's a lot of techniques in sales and negotiations, and mirroring is one of them. And it is very, very essential. It's very key. So if I have somebody, if I'm talking to a prospect that's crossing their arms like this, what do you think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cross my arms. I'm gonna cross my arms and I hold my arms like this for about 30, 45 seconds. And then I'm gonna uncross my arms. What do you think they're gonna do? 9 times out of 10, they do the exact same thing. Think about it like this. When you go out to eat with a date or your significant other, or you're having a business meeting, whatever it is, and you're meeting at a restaurant or you're meeting for coffee, if you pick up your drink or your coffee to drink it, what do you think the other person's going to do? They're very likely to pick up the coffee and drink from it as well, right? And vice versa. If they pick up the coffee, what are you likely going to do? You're going to do the same thing, because people connect on that kind of level. It is called isopraxism. It's an actual thing. It's a subconscious thing that we do. There's a lot of psychology that goes into sales and negotiations, and this is part of it. So yeah.
Yawning is a prime example of that.
I was just thinking that.
Yawning.
Who?
Yawning is a prime example of that, of subconsciously that we do.
Yeah, yawning is contagious, right? It's isopraxism. So that's a really great example, Daniel. I'm glad you guys brought that up. That's a really great example. But yeah, so when you're doing your sales and negotiations, there's a whole lot that goes into it, and so that's why I'm super excited about this particular like training. There's a lot that's going to go into it. There's a lot of ground to cover. There's so many different techniques, and there's so much psychology that goes behind it. And unfortunately, we only have so much time on these blocks that we can't cover a lot of this stuff. But because we're going to be doing, or because this is going to be a continuous thing, and this is one of the things that, I guess I'm planning on doing for the rest of my life. Guess we'll see. I don't know. It's important to practice. It's important to practice these things, because the only way we're going to get better at this is if we one is if we're aware of it and we're cognizant of it, and two is if we practice it. They say practice makes perfect, but that's not true, because if you're practicing bad habits, that's not going to help you, right? So practice helps perfection, yes, but good practice is what is important, right? So I know that was a lot. I know we covered a lot, but how do y'all feel? Do y'all feel better with it now than y'all did when y'all first started it? Where are y'all at with it? What do you think?
I feel better.
Yeah.
Nervous now.
Love it, love it, love it. So
I'm about to put it to practice.
try it out. Seriously, try it out. Try it out on these calls and see what happens. So, look, I'll read you a message from Frank. I'm telling you, like that. I kid you not. Let me go, Frank.
Does he call more sellers or agents?
No, he's direct to seller.
Okay.
Yeah, he does direct to seller. Okay. So he called me and I texted him. I was like, hey, bro, I'm at a seller appointment. Can you text me any updates? Actually, hold on. Sorry, that's a different text. Where are you at? Here we go. Boom. So I've been using your confused tactic for when I speak to people. I'm calling out of the blue, and I notice a lot less resistance. Like, I can't make that up. Like, that is killer right there with the heart. Love it. It works. It works. I'm telling you, it works. So, yeah. So yeah, it works. Killer. Love it. I do got to hop into this other Q&A. Boone is in there waiting. He's ready to go. He just texted me. And we're a little over time on this one. So do y'all have any last questions?
Good, man. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Just gonna jump into the other one.
Just what?
I said just gonna jump into the other one.
Cool. Awesome. Y'all good? Let's do it.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
y'all.
In the next one.
Oh, I love it. All right, y'all. Peace. Later.